Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you can hear me okay because I did break the muff this morning, you know, the wind muff on the GoPro. It's a bit windy up here. Also I'm wearing sunglasses and probably look like a bit of a bell end just because it's very sunny. The weather's taken quite a massive turn leading into race day because it is race week. We've done all the training. This is now the taper. Few days of tapering into the Outlaw Nottingham half. Today I'm not just going to go through like I have the previous weeks, every single session I've done this week. I'll just give you a quick overview of what happened in the final week, sort of a bit up and a bit down actually. So it was 12 hours of total training, 1 hour swim, over 7 on the bike, and then about 2.5 of running. I say there were highs and lows because the week started off with a race, a local 5 miler in Pedner 5 miler. Did it a few years ago, but basically ended up smashing my way around that. Finished 13th overall, second in my club, I think it was. Sub 29:30 for a 5 miler, a sort of tricky, tactical, tough 5 miler as well. So I was pretty happy with that. But like I say, that was the high. That was on the Monday night, and then the low was that by the end of Tuesday evening, I could barely walk on my left leg. It was quite difficult. I did do a run in the morning, which felt fine, but then, like I say, on the evening, my left leg had. There was quite a bit of pain. I don't know whether it was the ankle or the left lower calf, but anyway, that ended up sort of fixing itself by the time we got to Saturday for the park run. But I didn't want to take any risks, so I sort of took it a little bit easy around there and just did just over a 20-minute some at race pace and then some slightly above race pace. Yeah, and in terms of other key sessions, I did 2 key swims, 1 long one, and then 1k at race pace or race effort, which will hopefully end up getting me a PB if I can maintain that pace at Outlaw Nottingham half. I did get my sweet spot work done, around 60 minutes on the bike, but I did miss the long run because of the injury, and I didn't bother with a long bike because I couldn't be bothered to take my bike off the turbo like most days, but I do need to get better at that. But yeah, that was it for the final week 6, like I say, 12 hours. So I think I've averaged around 12 hours for the whole of this 6-week block leading into Outlaw, and like I say, taper week. But today I'm actually going to discuss kit that I'll be using on race day. I'm going to do the bike stuff in a separate video just because that takes a little bit longer, there's a lot more to go through. So yeah, I'm going to go through the swim equipment and the run equipment that I'm hoping to use or expecting to use. That may change come race day, but like I say, this is all the stuff I'm planning on doing. So yeah, let's get into the swim. Come back, Willow. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, Willow. So on the swim, I will be wearing my DHB Aeron tri-suit. It's basically the cheaper version of Joe Skipper's, I imagine, just without the sponsors. Yeah, I wore that in Weymouth last year for the first time. It seemed perfectly fine, so I'll be wearing that again. Over the top of that, I will be wearing my Roker sleeveless wetsuit. The reason I bought a sleeveless one was because I didn't want to restrict my arms. I'm a terrible enough swimmer as it is, so some more movement in the shoulders is going to help me. But also as well, when you see people trying to get out of these wetsuits, the ones with sleeves on, it's a little bit awkward and it seems to take a little bit longer. So I think I bought the sleeveless one a few years ago just because I thought it would be a few seconds faster. Whether it is or isn't, I don't know, but I'm probably slower in the water, but anyway. And then for the run, I'll be wearing the same tri-suit, obviously. And the biggest decision to make is footwear. So I'm in an R in between the Alpha Fly and the training partner of that shoe, the Tempo Next Percent, I think it is. I want the AirPods in. I use that for almost every session I ever do. I've also run quite a few races in it, including duathlons and triathlons. It is a very good shoe, but I did use it at Ashridge and basically lost about 5 places in terms of position because it took me so long to get them on. I didn't bother with elastic laces or anything. I think it was maybe a little bit chilly as well, so it was difficult to feel the fingers. So there won't be a problem on Sunday. I think it's going to be quite warm, so I'm leaning towards the Tempo Next Percent. I just don't feel that stable in the Alpha Fly, and I also don't think I'll be getting up to paces as well where the Alpha Fly is actually going to make sort of that much of a difference in terms of speed. I'm expecting to go just under 90 minutes on the run, which is what, around 4:10 pace. I don't know if that's fast enough for the Alpha Fly to really kick into gear sort of thing. So the other bit of equipment I will be using on the run, I will be taking my own water bottle with whatever nutrition I have for the day, and then strapped to that will be all the other stuff that I might need. So if it gets really hot, I will have some sun cream on there. I'll have some sunglasses, maybe a couple of gels, I don't know. But I think that's a really good little tip. I did this in Weymouth. It just means you can pick your water bottle up, run out of transition and sort yourself out within that first kilometre, rather than faffing around at your bike or with your bag as you're in transition, losing time. So you just pick that up and run out, sort yourself out there. So yeah, I'll be doing that again. Also as well, I think it will save quite a bit of time going through the aid stations. I do seem to recall last year during Outlaw, I think I sort of stopped or went through every aid station and grabbed something. Which if you think off the top of your head, if you do lose 10 seconds at each one, and there's 9, I think there's 3 on each loop, and then you have to sort of surge out of every one to get back up to pace, it does cost you quite a bit of time. So I think, yeah, I'll take my own water bottle and just run with that. So like I say, I'll do a separate video on all the bike equipment and bike gear. So that'll take a little bit longer, so look out for that one this week. I'm also going to do a video on my nutrition and hydration strategy or plan, both leading into Outlaw and on race day itself, because that's always quite important. Normally something I get wrong massively. And then yeah, I'll do another video, sort of a recap of last year's event, sort of tips and tricks that I remember, or things I learned from last year's event, and then hopefully some targets and goals that I hope to achieve on Sunday's race day. But oh, actually, just before I go, just remember, I haven't discussed what I'm actually going to be doing this week. So the plan for this week is a lot of equipment tests, making sure everything on the bike is working okay. You know, power meter's got battery, heart rate monitor's got battery, all that sort of stuff. The hydration system works on the front, everything. I'm also going to do a few transition tests. So I was hoping to go to the lake and do a run from the lake to my bike, and then off the bike to a run. I think I might end up having to do that at home in the shower, and that's not a joke, so I will film that if I do. Transition practice is a good thing to do. Yeah, and then maybe a few little sharpener sessions as we get closer to race day, but there's going to be no big sessions, no big volume this week, so yeah, try and taper properly for once. But like I say, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.